What's up, guys? It's Mike Seuss, and if you've been following my channel, you know that I love to help out and educate Tesla owners and potential Tesla owners worldwide. Today, I'm going to cover everything you want to know about Tesla maintenance, including service, warranty, and cost of ownership. Let's jump right into it. Compared to a typical gas-powered car, Teslas have far fewer moving parts, and there are no fluids to leak or belts that can wear out, making it far less expensive to maintain throughout its lifetime. Let's take a look at the maintenance of a Tesla compared to a traditional gas-powered car. Before we get into it, I'd like to thank Recurrent for sponsoring this video. Stay tuned to find out how you can get a free battery report for your electric vehicle. With a gas-powered car, you'll eventually need maintenance on numerous things like filters, such as your engine air filter, oil filter, and fuel filters. Your fluids, such as transmission and power steering fluids. Your brakes, the 12-volt battery, all the belts and hoses, and things that typically go bad like your spark plugs, fuses, transmission, fuel, water pumps, and lastly, let's not forget about oil changes, which can be costly depending on the type of car you drive. With a Tesla, you don't have to worry about any of that. Let's check out exactly what Tesla recommends as far as maintenance on its cars. So as we can see directly on Tesla's website, the first thing you'll need to maintain is the cabin air filter. This filter prevents pollen, industrial fallout, road dust, and other particles from entering through the vents. For the Model 3 and Model Y, it's recommended to have this replaced every 2 years, and every 3 years for the Model S and Model X. I've had my Tesla for less than 2 years, but I ended up doing a filter change on my own to upgrade to HEPA filters. If interested, you can check out my video on this right here. If your Tesla is already equipped with the HEPA filter, Tesla recommends replacing it every 3 years. Next is having a tire rotation and wheel alignment. Tesla recommends rotating your tires every 6,250 miles. Now let's quickly talk about tires on a Tesla. A good set of tires on a traditional gas-powered car typically lasts about 3 to 5 years or about 60,000 miles. However, in a Tesla, the tires will need to be changed sooner at about 2.5 to 3 years or about 30,000 miles. This is because Teslas are much heavier cars due to their battery packs, and this extra weight puts more stress on the tires, wearing them out sooner than a typical gas-powered car. They can also wear out faster depending on your driving habits. That is a downside, but a perk of owning a Tesla is tire rotation can be done by Tesla's mobile service, which means you can have the service done at your house or work hassle-free without ever having to be present. Stay tuned because we'll talk more about mobile service in a bit. The next thing Tesla recommends is a brake fluid test for contamination every 2 years and replacement as needed. But before we move on, here's a little more information on brake maintenance. In a typical gas-powered car, brake pads should be changed every 15,000 miles. And a full brake change that includes changing the pads, rotors, and calipers, plus labor costs about $300 to $800 or even over $1,000 on luxury car brands. But if you own a Tesla, your brakes will last much longer. You'll be able to drive over 300,000 miles without a brake change due to regenerative braking, which brakes the car using its electric motors instead of the actual brakes, and at the same time, regenerating energy back into the battery to increase driving range. Other than a brake fluid test, the only other thing Tesla recommends is if you live in a cold climate to clean and lubricate your calipers every 12 months or 12,500 miles. Lastly, the only other thing you'll need to maintain is your AC desiccant bag, which keeps the longevity and efficiency of your air conditioning system. For the Model 3, you'll need to replace it every 6 years, and 4 years for the Model Y, and 3 years for the Model S and Model X. And that's it. Only 5 simple things to maintain on the Tesla. And as a bonus, you'll always be reminded when to have each recommended maintenance done through the Tesla app. Before we move on, let me know what you guys think of everything so far down in the comments. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. When it comes to costs, with these 5 things, including a car inspection, most Tesla owners pay $1,490 every 5 years, which is less than $300 per year. Here's what just these 5 things look like compared to some other cars.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now with any car, things can break or stop working as intended. Of course, this is when you'll most likely have the car service, which is where the warranty comes in. Every Tesla comes with a basic limited warranty which covers the Tesla for 4 years or 50,000 miles, whichever comes first. On the Model S, the supplemental restraint system limited warranty covers your vehicle for 5 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. And for all Teslas, the battery and drive unit in your vehicle are covered for 8 years or 150,000 miles, whichever comes first, with minimum 70% retention of battery capacity over the warranty period. Tesla's batteries will last between 300,000 and 500,000 miles. The average life of a gas-powered car is 200,000 miles, with some lasting up to 300,000. I personally don't see myself driving a Tesla for another 12 years, but it's good to know that it can outdo the average gas-powered car. Now, if you, on the other hand, decide to keep driving over 500,000 miles, you can replace your battery for around $13,500 and can expect the labor charge to be around $2,300. So the total cost of battery replacement may range around $15,800, which depending on the person may be a better option than buying a new car. Our sponsor, Recurrent, makes it easy to track your battery's health with free monthly battery performance reports to give you confidence when buying and owning electric cars, making EV performance, value, and range over time more transparent. There are 3 types of reports provided by Recurrent: EV Owner Insights, Range Scores, and Recurrent Reports. The EV Owner Insights allow you to compare your daily battery data to that of thousands of similar vehicles. After authenticating just once, you'll receive a free updated report every month. Range scores are created with EV shoppers in mind. They're designed to give you a snapshot of the current expected range compared to what it was when the vehicle was new, giving you confidence when shopping for a used EV. Recurrent Reports is a paid report offered by Recurrent. These reports are like a Carfax report, but for EVs, and it's great to have this offered by dealerships because typically the EV's dashboard's estimated range is not accurate. This report can also be good to use when selling your own EV, providing the buyer with data to show that your car has a good battery. Now, I do want to mention that the reports are not complete solutions to battery health, as they do not include features that the average car buyer does not have access to, like chemical testing in a lab and onboard devices. The purpose of Recurrent Reports is to address common questions, like what is the actual range of an electric car today? How will that change in the summer and winter? And what will that range be 3 years from now? You can now have these answers and more by signing up for Recurrent and getting your free report with the link down in the description. Recurrent is currently only available in the US at the moment, but there are more countries on the waitlist. Another huge advantage of owning a Tesla is that instead of having to take your car to a dealership or mechanic, Tesla's service team can come directly to your home or work to fix any issues hassle-free. If you have an issue, you can just open the app and let the team know. They will reply via the chat and see if you're able to fix the issue on your own or if they can fix a problem over a software update. If not, depending on the issue, they will let you know if you can schedule a mobile service appointment or if you'll need to bring your car to a service center. I had to use the mobile service myself when one of my right side cameras stopped working. I simply went on the app, scheduled the appointment, and that was it. The service team came to my house, replaced the camera, restarted the car, and they were on their way. The entire service took less than 20 minutes, and it was all under warranty. There's no extra cost for a mobile appointment, and the service is available across the US and rapidly expanding to other countries worldwide. Now, before we wrap up, there's just one downside to Tesla servicing that I want to mention. With a traditional gas-powered car, if something goes wrong, you can take your car to literally any mechanic, getting an appointment in a week or sometimes even the same day. Since Tesla's technicians are the only ones who can service a Tesla, making appointments can be difficult. And when you do get one, it can take forever to get your car back. So just keep that one in mind. And that's a wrap. Pretty cool, huh? Does this information make you more likely to buy a Tesla? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If it was valuable, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more helpful Tesla information. Until next time, peace.